One of the other parts I wanted to bring up is in my CDL school was the toy truck. I was not getting what they were saying about backing up, and because we didn't have an instructor, we were trying to teach ourselves. Hardly anybody would tell us what it was that we were trying to achieve. So whenever we would see somebody around for a little while, we'd be like, we're having trouble backing up, could you please like tell us something? And they'd say, well, just, you know, like, just get it between the lines, see you later, I'm gonna go talk on the phone to my girlfriend, or, you know, and then you never see him again. I was just really having a hard time with it, and so I went and bought a toy truck. It helped me with two things, that toy truck. The tractor unhooked from the trailer, and I could visually see the parts on the toy truck that I was supposed to know in my inspection. So it helped me study at home. And then also it helped me understand how the truck moves when you're trying to back it up into spaces and stuff. And so I would make lines, and I would play with that toy truck, and it did help me, because you're doing things backwards. Later on, my second trainer told me a couple other tricks of things to do, and I just picked stuff, a little thing up here, a little thing up there, and you know, I still have my days where I struggle, but that toy truck did help me. And it also opened up a conversation, because the instructor that was supposed to be teaching us all of a sudden got interested in explaining stuff when he saw me with the toy truck. So then he just came, you know, and he was like, oh yeah, this is what you do, and this is what it's doing. I'm like, see, this is what I've been trying to get out of you this whole time, you know. But for some reason I had to go buy this truck and start playing with it, and now all of a sudden you come over and you're gonna help. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. And as it happens, I've had people that have a problem and then they want to document it, like, after the fact. You're gonna get your story blown to pieces. When something happens, document it right there and right then. That's going to work against you if you try to collect your thoughts a lot longer, further out. That's why they wanted me to stay up all night when I did have the incidents that I did. Conflicts of interest. I touched on conflicts of interest earlier, and I said stuff about the payroll, you know, ladies, and you know, and I don't want you to think, because you know, I I make fun of people. So the ladies in the payroll department are generally nice ladies who are very helpful, but they only go on the information that they have in the computer system. And if somebody did not enter the information in the computer system accurately, and you haven't documented your stuff, there's nothing they can do. There are a lot of conflicts of interest, and this is where I see them the most. The person that assigns the students to the trainers, conflicts of interest. I see these people that see the students on the equipment. I see the people that connect the students to somebody they could team up with. There's something going on there that these people almost want to sabotage you. I've seen some of these guys in the trucking industry in this middle management capacity they couldn't get laid in Las Vegas with $5,000 at a whorehouse on nickel night. But somebody gave them a control position in trucking, and they use it to the hilt. They can destroy lives with just the click of a few buttons on a computer, and they do. The conflicts of interest are why a lot of the misconduct in truck driver training occurs. Regards back to my first trainer. Yes, her judgment was impaired. She hit a pole. She hit a pole while we were out. She demanded that I just keep parking closer to this owner-operator. Closer! Closer! You gotta park closer! You know, and we were in Vega, Texas. And I was like, you know, the guy could barely open up his door. But she just had all these, like, you know, yeah, it's got to be closer, it's got to be closer. Well, we changed shifts there, and guess what? When she pulled out on her shift, she ripped his mirrors off. And, you know, the guy was screaming his head off and calling us all kinds of names. And he wanted to call the cops. And I told her that we needed to take pictures. Okay, we do get an accident pack from our carrier. We're supposed to take pictures and fill out all of the information. No, she didn't want to do that. She didn't want to do that. And she also, when she hit the pole, she was like, you didn't see that. Okay, so when you're a student and you're getting in these situations already, here, what do you got? No experience driving at all, and your trainer's doing these things that you know are wrong. You don't hit people and leave. And you certainly don't hit people when you've done damage to their vehicle, and then you don't want to take pictures. That guy could take a hammer to his truck that night, and, you know, we've got the trailer on us that says we work for a carrier that's got deep pockets. So, that's irresponsible to me. You don't leave the scene of an accident, and you don't document what has happened. So, that went on her deal or whatever, that hitting. But I just saw it as, you know, you take pictures of everything. These are the kinds of situations that happen for students, and you don't know what to do, because that's technically your boss for right now. And this happens very frequently. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. I have the power to fire you. And so you're in a tricky situation. There's no crash statistics kept on student truck drivers. And that's something that I've been writing about, finding out exactly why. Crash statistics of student drivers should be kept aside from the rest of truck crashes. And I believe a picture will emerge that will be quite stunning from what I've seen out here in these student carriers.